This is my best friend.
This is my best friend.
Madeline Burke Arnold.
Cheyenne Rose Freeman.
We're at her house.
In Massachusetts. She
Yes.
came to visit me before she leaves forever.
Yes, I am moving to Malawi, Africa.
If you're here, then you knew that already.
Yes. Alright, we're going to answer some questions about each other. Just so you can get to know us, I guess.
Mm-hmm.
How did you guys meet? How did we meet?
Okay. We met on the first day of Bible Missionary Work Training Center School, BMW, Dean Missions. And I walked into the lounge.
She came up to me.
I came up to the whole table. I went to the whole table.
I was in a separate room.
Oh, really?
What I remember of you.
Oh, I thought you were at that table.
Hi, Nate.
That's my husband.
Can you see me in there?
Yeah.
She came up to me. She was going up to each individual person, and she was like, "We should exchange phone numbers just in case." And I was just like, "Who are you?"
My first plan was like, all right, I'm gonna come in here and get everybody's phone numbers, so in case I need to know like where stuff is and they know and what's going on, I'm gonna get everyone's phone numbers. So
That's
I'm just
how we do it.
prepared. You know, if somebody's like, "Where's Grace?" I have her phone number, and you don't. So,
What is your favorite color?
mine is red. Specifically,
Really?
yeah. Or blue, but they're specific. Okay, so I like the red that, like, when you have a red rose and you kind of, like, fold it and you see, like, the bright, like, and you see it in the light, like, that bright. Or, like, if you're... This is my answer all the time. I'm not just making it up for right now. But... if you have a glass of red wine and, like, you're looking at it through the light and it's, like, that bright in comparison to all of the dark red, like, that's my favorite color.
Mine is like a deep, like plum purple.
Oh, nice.
How did you become best friends?
I know
you
that-
invited me for Thanksgiving.
Yes.
With your family.
Yes, and I was telling you about the guy that I liked, and I was afraid to tell you because you were in the BMW office, and there was, like, a lot of
I was
rules.
the secretary for the school coordinator.
Yeah, and there's a lot of rules about what you can, like, who you can hang out with when you like them, and blah, blah, blah. And I was afraid that she was going to make it so we couldn't.
She thought I was
couldn't
a
hang out with
tattletale.
him. Yes, I did think that. I did think that. Because the guy told me that all of the BMW people in that office were all
so
tattletales.
Rude. So rude.
So I couldn't tell,
You don't know
especially
me.
you. And so, yeah, that's how we started hanging out, is I invited her to Thanksgiving with me.
And I met every single person in her family, on both sides of her family.
Mhm.
And it was just like, wow, I met your whole family.
Yeah. Yep.
And so I kind of automatically just became like her best friend. I think you actually couldn't get any other friend to come with you for Thanksgiving break.
Yep.
And so you were like,
I was like, I guess I'll hang out with Cheyenne.
yeah, and I was like, sure, I don't have plans. I don't have money to buy a flight to go home, so. Yeah. And so I just went with Maddie, and I was like, sure. Mm-hmm. So yeah, we spent Thanksgiving together, and that's how we became friends. Mm-hmm. Best friends. Have you ever fought?
We fought like 3 times, but it was more just like misunderstandings that felt really dramatic.
And it's not even fighting, it's just like, hi, I feel an emotional thing, and I'm kind of nervous to talk to you about it.
Because I know that you feel differently, and we both feel so strongly, we can't get each other to, like, we can't connect.
It's hard to face each other.
But it's never like, I've
we
never
don't want to
been
hurt
mad
each other.
Yeah, I've never been mad at Cheyenne. It's just been misunderstandings that are really intense.
Like, she really wanted me to listen to this song for weeks and weeks, and she kept reminding
High Hopes
me
by Panic at the Disco.
And I was just like, oh yeah, I'll listen to it eventually.
Which
and
everybody knows is a bop. You gotta listen to this song.
I didn't get around to it, and I was just like, yeah, I'll listen to it eventually. But to her, she really wanted me to listen to it, and it was
really
it's a
important
big deal,
to me.
and I had no idea, and so
then I was like, Cheyenne, I just feel like you've been ignoring me when I want you to play this song, and I'm putting myself out there by being vulnerable, by like presenting this song to you, and you're not.
Wow, I did not know I was making you feel that way.
Like every single day, I was like, did you listen to the song yet? And she was like, nope. I haven't done it yet. And I'm like,
I was like, all right, I will play the song right now for you. So that's an example of a fight. What do you not like about each other?
Why did you pick this?
I don't like that you live so far away.
Yeah, I don't like that.
Annoying.
Yeah, I think sometimes I have like people in my life where I have to explain things like over and over, or like they don't know, like I don't know, and so it gets frustrating. It's frustrating, like if I say like, oh, like I don't know, like I'll say something and you'll be like, what is that? And then that is just like, ugh, okay.
Like what? Give an example.
Like
I just don't know what you're talking about. I feel like I do that a lot. You don't like that? You don't like that about me?
Sometimes, because I'm like a mom and a wife, and I'm just like, my mind is always like, I don't know, this is just getting really long-winded. And I'm like, I love you.
Basically, I'm another child to you. I feel like, well, you're a lot.
But it's not something I don't like about you.
You're a lot more knowledgeable about things than me,
Yeah.
and I feel comfortable being like, what does that mean?
Yeah.
Hi, can you explain that?
Yeah, it's not a friendship deal breaker.
Good, because we would have been broken a long time ago.
I know. Yeah.
What's your favorite thing about each other? My favorite thing about Maddie is how honest she is. And, like, no matter where she is or who she's around, like, she's honest. And, like, she doesn't hide, like, what you see is what you get. Like, she is Maddie. I like that.
I'm me all the time.
Yeah. And I like when people are authentic and genuine and just real. So, what do you like about me?
What do you like about me? Okay, my favorite thing is that you can always meet me where I'm at in my emotions. Like, if I'm happy, you will be happy with me. If I'm sad, you will be right there with me, and you empathize and you understand all of my emotions all the time. You know, because I'm a person that constantly, like, not constantly, but, like, I need validation when I'm expressing how I feel about something, or what I'm thinking. And no matter where I'm at, she can meet me there. She's just able to, like, jump into people's emotions with them at any given moment. And that's really good.
Always ready to feel everything.
This is my sweet baby Harvest. Harvest! Achoo! Say, say hi! Hi! Harvey! Oh! Achoo!
I was there when she was born.
Yeah, that was a friendship solidifier.
Yes.
She watched me give birth. That's vulnerable.
Where are you both from?
I've lived in Massachusetts for 15 years now, so I'm going to say I'm from Massachusetts.
Where were you born?
I was born in Georgia, Gainesville, Georgia. Then my family moved to teen missions in Florida, and then we moved to Ecuador because my parents started the Ecuador base in, I think, 1998. And we lived there. We were missionaries of teen missions for 5 years. And then my dad took a job as a pastor here in Massachusetts, a youth pastor. So I've been here ever since.
I was born in California and lived there until I was 14. Then we moved to Pennsylvania in 2009. And I was in PA for high school. And then went to school in Florida for 2.5 years. And then my parents are in Pennsylvania. And yeah. Favorite thing to do together?
Talk on Facebook Messenger.
Yeah. Message constantly.
All the time, every day, never stop messaging each other.
Yes.
I think we like to sing together.
I was going to say we like to sing together. We like to sing and go to church together.
Like, love to laugh together.
Yeah. All right, now we're going to play a little game to see how well we know each other.
It's called Who's Most Likely To?
So we each have our name, and I'm going to read the question. We will give our answer on the count of 3, who we think is most likely to do whatever the question is.
Okay.
Who is most likely to have been a heartbreaker? No, wait!
Oh,
you need to... We have to do it at the same time.
1,
2,
2, 3.
Yay! Hi, That's because you're
just-
loyal.
We are no, because we talk about it all the time. We talked about it last night at girls' night.
Moving on. Who is most likely to live in a big city?
1, 2, 3.
I don't like big cities.
I don't either.
Wow. Who is most likely to
Wait, okay.
watch romantic movies? Do you not like romantic movies?
I just feel like you're more likely to.
Yeah.
You would pick one every time.
Not every time. Who is most likely to be the best at math? 1, 2.
Oh, sorry. Maybe not me.
Well, I don't know. We don't talk about math. Alright,
1,
I'm just gonna
2,
3. Why do you feel that way?
My junior year of high school, I had a really good math teacher, and I hated math before that. I was not good at it. I didn't care about it. And then I started to realize, like, okay. And now I feel like I've been, like, married and, like, have my own apartment and stuff, and so I have to... No, I just feel like I've been having to deal with, like, more money stuff, I feel like, you know, just with bills and stuff like that.
I was in the math Olympics when I was in elementary
Really?
school.
I had no idea.
I was.
I just feel like we both don't care about math.
Right, yeah. But we both are average math people.
Yeah.
I was in the math Olympics.
I was not. I just, you know, have bills.
Who is most likely to give all their money to charity?
1, 2, 3. Because I don't have any.
Oh, but if you had.
I just feel like you are more. Okay, I'm like super security oriented, and so like it's like a fear trigger in my mind.
Yeah.
I want to, and there are times where I definitely like have that trust in Jesus like a lot more than other times. But I feel like you're always like, give money. Like, if Jesus tells me to do it, I'll do it. You know?
But there have been times where I'm like, I want to give this person like this huge amount, and I like it's like an impulse thing, or like, oh my goodness, I would love to do that, and then I like ask someone's like people's advice, and they're just like, you actually need that money, or like, but when I take the time and I feel like the Lord is leading me, yeah, then I will give. But who is most likely to be a drama queen? 1, 2, 3.
Good.
Good. You kind of like drama.
Yeah. Sometimes it just feels really good. But
I'm the queen.
I mean, I feel like we're both very stable people who don't really like drama so much, but I
don't.
I liked attention when I was in middle school and high school.
I think drama's stupid.
Yeah. I liked knowing what the drama was, you know, and then being dramatic about it.
Who is most likely to hold their breath the longest?
Okay.
1, 2, 3. The most extreme.
Yeah, that's true.
Always wanting to
I'm
be
just
the
like,
best.
instantly I was like, I'm competitive. Gotta do it.
Who is most likely to embarrass themselves in front of their crush?
1, 2, 3.
I feel like my answer is you every time. But I do, when I think about this question, I always remember a moment where I embarrassed myself in front of my crush.
Really?
Yeah, I was playing kickball on the playground in middle school, and I was in the outfield, so I was running to like catch the ball as it was coming in the air, and I wasn't watching where I was stepping, and I slipped on some gravel, and I fell, and when I looked up, my crush was right in front of me.
Oh my gosh.
And I was just like, well, my life's over. I think I sprained my ankle, but I didn't want it to seem like I was hurt, so I stood up and I was like, oh my gosh, that hurts. I was like, wow, that hurts, but I'm not gonna show anything.
Yeah, I just feel like you're more cool and suave, like, with your crushes than I
It's because I'm so afraid of being embarrassed that I
Yeah.
do my very best to make sure it doesn't happen.
And that's funny. I feel like if I have a crush on someone, I already feel safe around them, so I don't get embarrassed if I do something stupid, which I probably will. Well, no, I'd get embarrassed and then I'd feel fine about it.
Yeah. Who is most likely to get in a fight?
3.
You're just ready to like.
I'm very protective and very loyal.
And challenging. You like a challenge and defensive and.
But I've never been in a fight.
Yeah.
That's never happened. But I've talked about wanting to. I was like, I'm gonna grab this person by her hair and throw her in the street. Then I was like, it's okay, revenge belongs to the Lord.
Who is most likely to worry about small things?
3.
Yeah, but I do sometimes.
Mm-hmm.
Like how we were at that house last night, and I was like, what if there's a person in this
I was
house?
dog sitting, and she was like, there's a person in this closet.
I didn't say there is. I was like, what if there was a person in there?
It's like, don't worry, I'm most likely to get into a fight.
Who is most likely to adopt a child?
1, 2, 3.
Yeah.
I want to, but you're like, I'm gonna.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Yes. Who is most likely to not shower for a week? I don't know. Don't look at me. Let's not think about it.
Ready?
Alright.
No, I can't!
I don't know. Oh. Okay.
Okay, we're good.
I'm a missionary,
yes.
so for that reason, I'll be out in the village for however many days and not have a proper shower.
It's not because either one of us are gross, but it's because she's a missionary living in the bush, and I'm a busy mom. So when Harvest was first born, I didn't shower. You know how, if you're a mom, you know how it is, so no judgment.
Yes.
Yeah.
Who is most likely to marry without love if you weren't married already?
Without love? 3.
Wow!
I think all the time about, like, in, like, Pride and Prejudice time, how they would marry for security, you know, and that's something my husband just popped up, he's like, what?
He's like, who are you marrying?
I feel like if I was in that type of situation, I might marry for security, like, in order to know that I'm safe, you know.
I would
but
never.
She would never.
I would absolutely never. Who is most likely to forget important holidays or, like, birthdays, like, dates?
Okay, ready? 1.
No, I'm not ready.
Okay.
3. Yeah.
I don't know why, but...
You know dates, and you have them as your password.
I do.
Some things are really meaningful in my life, and I'm like, wow, this date, you know. Mm-hmm. But
I remember, like, the day that I broke up with my boyfriend, like, my high school boyfriend. I remember the day that was our first kiss. I remember the day it was my first kiss with Nate. I remember, like, all of those things.
Those are all our questions.
That's it?
I don't know how to end it. Thanks for watching this video. This is my best friend, Maddie.
Smash that subscribe button, hit that like button, and we'll be back to you shortly. See you later, dudes.
Dudes.
Knuckles, noggin. I don't know.
You remind me of your dad when you do that.